It's 4 o'clock. I've got 2 hours daylight left. It's time to call it a day and set up camp.
Actually, this wouldn't be a bad place just to set up camp. And it's so important to leave yourself enough time when you're in the jungle. Once that light goes, it gets dark so fast. You do not want to be here with no shelter when it's night time. And look, I've got some good upright trees here. And the most important thing is to make sure you build your shelter up off the jungle floor. You know, this is where all the life of the jungle is, with ants, snakes, you name it. So I reckon I'll build a bit of a platform here.
Light but strong, these kahuna palms make a great frame for the shelter.
And then just clear all of these leaves off it.
Kahuna palm grows all over Belize. In the past, it was a favourite building material of the Maya.
And that's going to be about the right height for the bed platform. And then just use this moho bark.
Moho bark is also plentiful here. Long, supple and very strong.
It just helps if you twist this bark as you wrap it. Just add strength to it. It's already getting a bit darker, is she? Trying to do anything at the night time in the jungle is just impossible. It is black as a witch's cauldron.
There's no time to lose, so I'm using more moho bark to weave my bed.
I want to make sure the weave of this is close together so your weight doesn't rip this thing, which is not what you want.
My bed is strong. Now to make it comfortable by splitting these palm leaves for bedding.
And you just lay them one way and then the other the opposite way.
And as it's a rainy season, I'm going to need a roof.
Okay, that's going to be the cross strat for the roofing. I just need to find some bay leaf palm to go on that. It's also actually called thatching palm, and the reason is it works perfectly as thatching for a shelter. It's what the Mayans would have traditionally used to thatch their buildings with.
There's no time to weave these leaves together, but this should be okay for the night.
Just check this works all right. And yeah, that's pretty good. Let's finish off the thatching and then get a fire going.
Fire is crucial. I can cook, dry clothes, and it will keep predators away.
Some of this dead inner stem from the cahoon palm should take a spark. There we go.
Everything's damp here, so this fire requires special attention.
And yeah, good fire making is all about looking after the fire when it's little. If you do that, it'll then look after you when it grows big.
I'm using the resinous Caribbean pine that I collected before coming down into the jungle. And it's finally working.
Okay, let's get this snake cooked up.
I'm going to roast the boa meat skewered on green sticks so they don't burn.
I once heard a story about a guy who fell asleep in his jungle shelter and he had his arm hanging down from the bed platform. And he woke up in the morning with a really numb arm and looked down, and a boa constrictor during the night actually swallowed all of his arm all the way up to the shoulder. And when they eventually killed the snake and peeled it off him, the stomach juices had actually started to digest the man's fingers. And I always used to think that was a bit of a jungle myth of a story. But when you come across a boa constrictor as big as I have today, you do start to wonder